Welcome back. Here we are, home sweet home. It's Sid, everyone. Because we've taken on Sid's name now as Clive. But we're currently heading over here to the shelves. I'm assuming it's called that because there's loads of bookcases in here. I'm assuming that. Oh my. Quite impressive, this. Quite impressive. Liking what I'm seeing here. So, Hippocrates.
Norseman Hippocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
On Gods and Men. A heavy leather-bound tome containing the findings of one Anaximander of Canver. Yep, a renowned theologian who spent most of his life chronicling Valesnia's diverse religious history.
Already? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
There's one flying about.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
I'm glad he's doing okay, though. In the grand scheme of things, most people seem to be okay. Sid, obviously, dead. But
not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a stolus. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
scalpel.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
I thought maybe they burnt it or something. I don't know what'd be worse, actually. I don't know, but read Gav's letter. I was gonna say, I need to know how Gav is doing.
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new shipment's just...
What's with the chest? Clive's Chamber's Wall of Memories? The Oath? Ah, created the day Clive pledged his allegiance to Sid, This crystal shard transfixed with daggers is a powerful reminder of a promise made, a friendship forged, and a legacy inherited. That seems good, doesn't it, to have around? So Gav gave that to us then, obviously. The reading table. Reports, letters, and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the reading table in his chambers. New messages are always arriving, so make it a point to check the reading desk upon returning to the Hideaway. I was going to see if anything happened when I came out, but no. Very well. The Republic's play. The Republican army marches on the Empire at Twinside, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing. I reckon I'll see you're done to wear upon my return. I'll see you're done to wear upon my return. Alright then. I want to see... like, clearly his eye is not okay. I'm assuming he lost the sight in it. You'd think he'd go all Majima and have an eye patch. A really awesome eye patch.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kuka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
The time has come.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the Hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now? Now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima.
Could have given you more than a feather, though.
If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
To Sid. I really do enjoy hearing the Final Fantasy theme. Meanwhile, the Northern Territories.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
They are if we don't destroy the other crystals. So where was that we were seeing, though?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
Missing? The gathering storm. Oh, that's not ominous.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
Let's go have a gander then. Did we bring this with us? Or was it already here? Question though is with the blight, it's clearly still carried on, but has it slowed down at all because of what we did? That's the question. Have we helped at all by destroying one mother crystal? If we're right, we should have slowed it down a little bit. Not completely, obviously, but a little bit.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Well, you'll try. Don't make any promises you can't necessarily keep. Anything from you now, Nectar? All in good time, all in good time. Righto, mate, righto.
Martha is a survivor. We'll find her.
So what goes on with you now?
And how may I assist you today?
Ask about Vivian.
One would think.
My role was abundantly clear by now. I offer you and yours the guiding light of knowledge, that of matters military and political, both past and present, and it might illuminate your way ahead. For it is only by understanding what has come before that one might steer one's way toward a bright future. Your role, meanwhile, is to ensure that I remain furnished with as much information on the state of the realm as your people can muster, in order that I might continue to appraise the dispositions of the great nations and those who rule them. And of course, to pay attention during my lectures. It would not do to appoint the storied Ninetales as your tutor, only to disregard her expert advice. Alright, ask about coming to the Hideaway.
I admit,
When I took up my professor's bonnet and began teaching at the University of Canver, I did not think for a moment that I would one day count Sid the Outlaw among my pupils. But nor did I imagine that my fellow educators would have designs on my life, and we both know how that ended. Has it been a year already? Such is the peril of an overly inquisitive mind, I suppose. One is wont to uncover that which others would go to great lengths to ensure remained hidden. Were it not for you and our mutual friend having come to my rescue, my curiosity would likely have proved fatal. But instead, I was not only saved, but granted a new lease of life, as personal tutor to a band of outlaws, no less.
A far more reputable fellowship
Than anything in the academic world, I assure you. Oh, do you? Ask about the Crystalline Dominion.
My beloved homeland.
The crossroads of Valisthea, where one only has to stroll the streets to hear news from every far-flung corner of the realm. Its mother crystal yields more shards than any other, and its lands even now remain untouched by the blight. It is a blessed country indeed. Yeah, for now.
Or at least it was.
Until Zembrek elected to invade and establish a new holy capital upon Twinside's heretofore neutral shores. It pains me to see the land I love so changed, and even more to know that I did not predict it. I knew that Emperor Sylvester had designs on the Dominion, but to abandon Oriflamme, the seat of the Holy Empire since its inception, seemed too audacious a move even for him. View the state of the realm.
Allow me to educate you.
Right, the state of the realm. By speaking with Vivian in the Hideaway's map room, Clive can view the state of the realm and learn more about the current goings-on in Valisthea, revisit any of the Nine-Tails' past lessons, or take a deeper look at the relationships of those individuals in Clive's orbit. Ooh. Perhaps a review of the situation the Crystalline Dominion is in order. Perhaps past lessons? No. So, the Grand Cast, a comprehensive grid of important persons and their respective relationships.
I have the details here.
Do you? The Grand Cast. Here you can view a detailed visualization of character relationships in Final Fantasy XVI that updates as you progress through the main scenario. Use L1 and R1 to cycle through pivotal milestones in Clive's adventure. Alright then, so there he is in the past. So we can change the time period. Like there, yeah, like the mysterious stranger becomes dominant of fire. A man named Margrace. And then disappears over there. Joshua was always there. And then boom. Disappears completely. And goes there. Like, Elwyn Rossfield. All the way back in time if you want to see him alive again. There he is. So, mysterious being there. That's our Ultima. Interesting. Right. Situation map. An overview of current and past Valisthean affairs.
Here you are.
Here you can view a detailed overview of current and past events relevant to Clive's story that updates as you progress through the main scenario. Use L1 and R1 to cycle through pivotal milestones in Clive's adventure. It's kind of cool. Just get a history lesson of what you've done. I like that. Huh. Following Clive. So this is pretty much where we're at now, isn't it? Yeah, we're heading back to Martha's Rest. Cool.
Thus ends today's lesson.
I like that. That's really, really cool.
Volunteers, just say the word. I'm a dab hand when it comes to the old fisticuffs.
Of course.
Fisticuffs. Right, so, local map. Anything going on? There's a side quest down there. Let's go have a look at that. Got to skip there, though, haven't you? You got to skip there. La-di-da-di-da. Ding ding! I'm very worried about the kind of quests we can get in this game, though. Some have been haunting. Very, very haunting. Obolus?
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so. Assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Unless, of course, someone finds you some pitch.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Right, where do you want me to go then, really? Right, so... clearly not here. I thought maybe we were going to go up here to the backyard, but no. Where are we looking then? Alright, over here. There. 3 reeds. See how the 3 reeds is doing now. Bit foggier. But other than that, it seems the same. The blight really hasn't affected it too much. From what we can see, anyway.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth.
Let's see here. Alright, then. Does it actually slow down time a little bit? It does feel like it does.
Get him! Attack! Over here!
Let's unleash that then. Just looking at what level of damage that's doing to these guys.
This one. Go, over here. Get him.
Nice try.
You done? Again, just trying to think how I can use that Ramu skill with everything else I'm doing. There's the wax.
I can't imagine Obolus needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Indubitably. Let's head on out of here. I'm hoping to see a place we've been to previously. That was all lovely and green. But now if we go there, the blight has taken it. Because it has been a while. It's been 5 years. They're talking about how it's progressing, so there should be some element we can see in previous places.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
There you go.
Ugh! Reeks like a chocobo's arse. Well, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Oh, that's nice. Badge of Might increases attack by 12. Okay, so no more side quests here. So let's actually see about what would happen if we went up somewhere around here. There's the Dragon's Eyrie. Northreach. Trying to think where to go that's very close to here. Because I'd like to see what's happened to that structure we saw over there. So let's see about going to Northreach. I mean, this seems the same here.
Do you see anything you like?
Not really. No. No, I don't. An elixir, maybe.
An excellent choice.
We'll go further into the Royal Meadows then.
Things would have been different.
Maybe drop by and see Isabel? Because this seems the same. It doesn't feel like it's been 5 years at all here.
Did you hear? The gates to heaven are open.
I want to see you again.
Hello,
What
hello.
do without sweet water and oil of talc?
It's been too long. The realm may have changed.
But her people remain the same, ever driven by their appetites, many of which we here at the Vale are happy to sate. And if during that satiation they should prove inclined to unburden themselves of certain confidentialities, well, we certainly cannot stop them, just as they cannot stop us from sharing that information with our most intimate companions.
I will admit.
I did worry that the Imperial Court's decampment to the Dominion might be a bit bad for business, but as it happens, what custom we lost in nobles and diplomats, we gained in bored soldiers, and there are no looser lips than those of a bored soldier.
I fancy yours, meanwhile.
Might be a little too tight. Perhaps one of my girls could help you with that. Nah, you're right.
You are, of course, always welcome, Clive.
Of course. Want to go have a gander at that structure now, see if it's changed at all. I mean, I want to see as well what this place looks like without the crystal in the sky. Yeah, that structure over there is still there. Ooh, that does feel weird a bit. Just, the skyline's just changed. But what is that over there still? No one said anything about it. Also, I want to have a look up here, because nothing has taken me up here yet. We'll just get a few little looks in around the place before I see about probably ending the part and in the next part going off and seeing what's going on with Martha. Leave me alone, I'm just having a look around. Want to see what's happening. Because there could be something interesting up here. Gotta be a reason for this place to exist. Oh, hello. Alright, lads. Maybe I could go in there.
Get him! Sick him! Go to him! Stay down!
What was that? Stay down. Just calm down a bit there, Clive. Calm down. Nope. Thought maybe because the doors seemed a bit different I could get inside, but no. But no. I don't imagine I can get too much further. Okay, so what's that over there? We need to see what that is now. It looks like the thing, whatever you want to call it, obelisk, monument, monolith that we have back at the Hideaway.
This one.
Let's see what happens when we use this on flying enemies then.
This one. Get him.
Make it look easy.
It is relatively easy, yeah. Right, what are you? Why are you?
It's the same as the one back at the Hideaway.
Yeah. But why?
Doesn't seem to be working, though.
Strange. Very, very strange. Right. We'll end this part here then, and in the next part we'll see about the Gathering Storm. Find the Curse Breakers. So we'll see you in the next part. Ta-ra for now.